Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. If you've already subscribed to our channel, thank you very much. If you haven't, please do. And when you do, be sure and tap on the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we put up a new video. Our last video, I did some things that I'm realizing that I need to do a little better. Basically, I've gotten a few comments from people in the comments section, and for those of you who don't realize it, I read every one of them, and I try to answer every one of them. Well, sometimes they're a little bit humbling. Sometimes I talk about things, and talking about them and doing them, there's such habits that talking about them and doing them is almost the same for me. And I don't always show everything I talk about. I try to, but sometimes I just slide over them. Anyway, I want to make a couple of things clear. I talked about on my Panhead here that I hadn't ridden her about 6 months, and I took her out and I did a few things to her, just kind of checked a few things out. She was out of gas completely. I put fresh gas in her, I kicked her over, and she started with a single kick. Well, that was really wonderful. I guess you'd call it lucky. But anyway, truth of the matter is, of course, that was truth of the matter. But what happens is when you take a bike that hasn't been running 6 months and you kick it over and it lights right off, well, it was running well when I turned it off, so why wouldn't it be? Because I'm about to start a season here of riding that I don't want to interrupt. So my point is, you should look at the plugs and points and a couple of things. So come along with me here for a few minutes, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull these plugs out. And it seems to me, because I've ridden it now, it seems to me, in my mind, there's a little light that went on, my alleged mind, that she's running a little bit rich. So let's just pull her plugs and see if she's running rich or not. I might be right and I might not. One of the things is the air filter. I cleaned that. Oh, that plug is not looking bad. You know, it could be a little leaner, but I like running them a little bit rich because they stay a little cooler that way. Now the question is, do the front and rear match well? That plug pleases me. I'm very pleased with that. Again, maybe, by running a little leaner, they fire a little hotter and they maybe add a little more power. I'm more interested in my motor not heating up. But these front and rears, what a pair of plugs. Yeah, this one, there we go. Look at that. Okay. And let's see how big the gap is in them. I usually set them up about 28 or 30. And this one, right on the nose, 30. And this one, right on the nose, 30. Who knows? Really, it's very possible that I checked it out the day before I rode it last time. I really don't remember. That's the point, is that unless you're keeping a running log of everything, you got to check it out regularly. I don't keep enough notes. I should. So let's have a look and see if the points look good. Let's see. I just got a flashlight out for that. There it is, okay. So let's see about the plugs or the points. Now they should be at about 20. And I already popped this little bracket off of here, the bail. And now we're in. That felt good. I should do that more often. Let's see here. Okay.
I almost ran into it myself.
Did you? All right, well, anyway, so let's get it on one of the lobes of the distributor cam. I'm sorry, technically this is not a distributor, it is a circuit breaker. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're going to check the points. And I probably set them not long ago too.
Let's go over your shoulder.
Oh, I hate to tell you,
What?
they're right on 20.
Yeah.
I must have set
You
them.
did check those.
You remember that before I put it away?
Wait, when we came back down from breakfast.
From breakfast?
Yeah. Idlewild.
Well, it's been a long time since this bike's been to Idlewild. 6 months or more.
Oh. Okay, then.
I was on the shovel last time we went to.
It was a shovel.
Okay, well, okay, I'm very pleased with that.
Been that crazy week.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, as long as I did that, let's have a look at some valves because I've got the spark plugs already out. So let's just kind of run through these a little bit and see what we can do. But that really pleased me looking at those plugs. I have ridden a little bit on it, so it's pretty much current as far as what's going on because I've cleaned the air filter and fresh gasoline. Now if I can get my finger in there, I can get that pulled up. There we go. It's just my face, don't worry. Okay, now there we go. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I actually made this thing for a shovel head, not for a panhead, but anyway. We'll see if we can hook it up there.
You have bobby pins.
Not bobby pins, clothespins.
Clothespins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clothespins are all right.
Why did they call them bobby pins then?
Bobby pins were for hair.
Oh, okay.
I grew up in a house full of women. I know all about bobby pins. What do you want to know about bobby pins?
Okie dokie.
Okay, more information than anybody needs. You know, I really don't know why they called them bobby pins. Probably the same reason they call bobby socks. We don't know. Somebody out there is gonna write into the comment section and tell me where bobby pins come from. And I'm going to get this thing hooked up on here right about now. There we go. Now let's see if it'll hang on to that pan lid. Yeah, I could just use a... Okay, let's see how that front exhaust is. Okay, there is the front exhaust. Let me get this rag here for my fingers. And that there exhaust push rod feels, well, I could make it just a hair tighter. Now this is something that takes nothing but experience. You do it enough times, don't do that.
I didn't touch it.
Don't touch it, don't touch it.
I didn't touch it.
You did too, did
did not.
too. Okay. I think,
Shovel, that's why. It's going to fall right now.
is it?
Yep, I see it moving already by itself.
You know what? I like the way that thing is set. I'm not going to tighten that valve.
My
Okay.
brake cord?
No. I'm going to leave that just right there. And that exhaust valve feels perfect. And now we're going to take the intake valve and check it. And I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to ask me now, how do you know it's right? How do you adjust it? It's a feel thing. If you look in your service manual, it will tell you. Now understand, we're only talking about solid lifters here. These are not hydraulic valve lifters. These are solid lifters. They are strictly mechanical. There's no fluid in them or anything. They are solid lifters. Harley didn't come out with hydraulic valve lifters until 1953. Any of us that have had Panheads from 53 to 65 have probably thrown away the hydraulic lifters and put solids in them anyway. Panheads are very happy with solid lifters. There's nothing wrong with hydraulic lifters, but these early pans, 48 to 52, they had hydraulic push rods. Now I understand they actually failed. And I'm not sure what all that means, because although I've seen a number of them over the years, I've never seen them in operation. So I really have never run a set of those hydraulic push rods. But anyway, you can't put hydraulic lifters in these motors because there's no passages for the oil to run to make them operate as hydraulic lifters. So solid lifters is it. And they're a little noisy, but they really run well. This motorcycle, yeah, it just sounds like a Panhead. It sounds like a wonderful Panhead. I'm so in love with this Panhead. It really runs well. It's smooth. Beyond belief, it's smooth. The lower end in this thing has been electronically balanced for me. I usually balance them mechanically. This one I had a buddy of mine do electronically just to see if I could see any difference. I don't know whether it's because he did it electronically or because we had everything the best and brand new or what, but boy, this thing is smooth. It's really nice. So anyway, with its hydraulic lifters, you just hear a little tick, 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 tick with each one of them, and they sound just dandy. But that's what I wanted to do, was check the points and the plugs, which I'm happy with both. I don't know what else I can say. Same thing with the push rods. I have 2 more to check, which I can check when we're done with this video. You don't need to see me check 4 of them. But like I said, the book tells you have to be able to with the push rod in its lowest position, in other words, the valve is closed, there's no stress on it, there should be enough play in that push rod adjustment that you can turn it with your fingers.
Spin it?
Not spin it.
No?
They may say spin. I don't care for spin. Okay, I don't care for spin that's too loose. Okay? Okay, I want a little drag in it.
There you go.
And that's why I'm saying you've got to do it and get experience at it. It's your motorcycle. You get it so that it runs really well, because if you make them too tight, the valves won't seat, the motor won't start, you won't ever build any compression. And then once it does start, then the top end of the motor grows a little bit, and they'll be loose. So that's why you got to find that happy place in there that you like.
That's why I said spin, because I knew that.
No, you ain't going to spin on that thing. because if it spins, if it really spins loosely, you know, it's a feel thing, and you're going to have to feel it. You don't want it too tight, but it's better a little loose than a little tight. Okay, other than that, I wanted to mention a couple of things. Born Free is coming up the 24th and 25th of June, I believe it is. And that's at Lake
Irvine.
Irvine Lake. You always say it backwards. It's Irvine Lake, and it's down in the Orange County.
Santiago Canyon.
Santiago Canyon. Takes both of us to remember. To have an entire thought takes 2 people. But Santiago Canyon is where Irvine Lake is, and Born Free will be Saturday and Sunday, the 24th and 5th of June. And it's going to be a wonderful show like it always is. So I'm really looking forward to that, and hoping to get to see a lot of people there too. Other than that, we still have our shirts. And so all you need to do is go to pacificmike.com, which is our website. In the upper right-hand corner, it says Shirt Shop. And you can click on that and order a t-shirt if you so desire. which if you so desire, I would like you to have one. That's cool. And we also have hats now, too, baseball caps.
Yep.
And if you would be kind enough to turn around and show
did.
that. You did? You showed all that? Well, I missed that part of the show. Anyway, I think that's about it for now.
Catch the doggy.
And
Sonia.
Sonia just got groomed, so everything is cool.
Uh-oh, her face is dirty.
Oh, her face is dirty. That means she just went after something. Okay, that's enough of that. We're going to have one of those little how the cow ate the cabbage talks. Anyway, that's it for now. So until next time, I'll see you out on the road.